I am Tara, your host. I'm about to have a cup of tea, and I am celebrating day 54 Raw. I'm very excited about it. Today has been a day of moderate fat, I would say, and not so much low fat. Moderate fat. I would say I had some olive oil on my garbanzo beans. So, on my raw journey, I'm not a legalist. I do agree with having hummus occasionally or garbanzo beans. And so today I had garbanzo beans. And I had that with extra virgin olive oil and turmeric, as well as I had that with some little bit of salt. Sorry. And that was good. It was tasty. Now, from there, I also ate apples today. And let's talk quantity. I probably had about probably 3 tablespoons of olive oil, or at least two. I poured it, so I really couldn't tell you exactly. Probably three, to be honest. Okay, and then I had peanut butter and apples as well. Sorry, looking at my surroundings. We're still in constant motion right now in the car. But I had I had like 6 apples today, and I had that with natural peanut butter. I would say I had probably like I would say a good ounce today total over 2 different meals. So I probably had like 3 apples and like about 3 tablespoons of peanut butter, and then I had 3 more apples. So basically, a tablespoon of peanut butter per apple is what I had. So I had 6 apples today. I would say I had 6 tablespoons of peanut butter today, plus the 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And based on my previous amounts of oils I've used in the past, I would definitely concur that it was a moderate day of oil for me, based on my tendencies over the last 30 to 90 days, really over the last lifetime. I've always been pretty liberal with the oils that I allow myself to have. But today I did better. And so, besides the 6 apples and peanut butter that I had today, so 6 apples, 6 tablespoons of peanut butter, and I had garbanzo beans with extra virgin olive oil. I'm repeating myself because there's some folks jumping in the room. The goal is to have a moderate, lower fat intake. That's the goal. And I am in my vehicle. I am in constant motion, y'all. And I'm a little tired right now. It's the end of my day. Um, Another thing is, did you find the ginger? Did you? Thank you. I'm about to have some tea, some ginger turmeric tea with honey and lemon. Um, and so my food today was pretty much completed around probably 6 o'clock. I stopped eating. Uh, and that was just apples, peanut butter, and so I pretty much had apples, garbanzo beans, and then apples again. So on my raw journey, I'm not a legalist, not by any means. I do eat hummus occasionally and garbanzo beans occasionally, and that's pretty much all I include on my diet here. I do eat pickles occasionally. Those are heat processed. I will eat dehydrated fruit like cranberries or raisins. I will eat many other forms of dehydrated foods on occasion. Um, Hi, Sean. I will do whatever I need to do to maintain um, energy and also integrity with my own hope and dream and outcome, and also with you guys, my audience here. those who are tuning in, I don't want to falsely represent myself, so I try my best to just keep it transparent as possible. You know, this is not a legalist journey. This is not a competition. I'm just trying to regulate what I eat daily. Oh, this morning I went walking. I'm excited about that. I took a nice walk this morning, and that was good. And I just walked on the sidewalk on an inclined hill. It was nice. And I said to myself, what's stopping me from taking this walk every morning? Nothing. I got up, went to the bathroom, and said, and I made some tea. I said, let me take a walk. And I did it. And it was great. I mean, I said, I don't have to run um, to a gym to take this walk. I don't have to drive down the street to the scenic park with the lake to take a walk. I can just walk on the public street immediately upon waking, and that's what I did, and it was the best decision I could have made this entire year. Because why complicate it? Just do it. Hi Lee Lishman, thanks for joining me today. um so yeah, I mean, I'm just checking in, guys. Checking in, letting you guys know that my journey's going fine. I'm trying to get my rest in every day as much as possible because I am in constant motion right now. That's the channel name. I am doing some van living or car living right now as I do this out of town work hustle that I do, and it gets a little bit rough around the edges around here. This is why we have this ensemble, and I mean, this is what it is. Your girl is getting older in the streets. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, and it's just so funny. When I look around. Hey, Lara Brown, what you doing? Yeah, I'm in the West Coast. Hey, Kari White. Okay, Kari White, you got something funny to say. Let's read it out for everybody. It says, yo, I just found out that if you eat 10 bowls of curry with half a gallon of milk, it makes your body take screenshots. Try it. You try it and tell me how it works out for you. And then I'll let you know. Anyways, I'm in the West Coast though. Back to the Brown comment about where I'm at. But I am totally good. You know, this is not my first rodeo doing this whole car life situation. No. You know, it's always temporary, it's never permanent, and it's always intentional with purpose. And that's all I can tell you. You know, I'm used to making my money, um, you know, this way. Carrie White says, I did. That's how I know. Okay, well, I don't drink milk, so I probably won't try. Oh, now you're doing donuts and with. Well, you do those donuts and you go ahead and do those burnouts too. Don't get a ticket. I'm glad you made me laugh, though. I appreciate the chuckles. I do. Anyways, so I am ready to just chitter chatter a little bit with the YouTubies and check out the happenings. You know what's going on. I'm being raw or eating plant-based is really not even all that serious. You know, it's just a decision. It doesn't even feel difficult. It really isn't difficult. Working out every day is my new concern and challenge. That's what's the difficult for me, is the working out. Eating especially is, I'm almost really good at eating in a special way because I've done it off and on throughout my whole life. And even though I definitely have exercised a lot in my life, I also know that um, I haven't exercised enough. And so that's more hard for me to exercise. So, like I said, I exercised this morning. That was good. I think it's going to be even better if I can do it again tomorrow. You know, consistency is the key. Consistency gets you to the next level, gets you results, strengthens your body, and gives you an outcome. Was that knife in the case or no?
No, that was the case.
In that bag, you don't see the knife. So my whole point is, you know how I had those onions the other day,
Yeah,
and I returned them because they were moldy.
yeah.
Now I had was that napkin wrapped in a was that wrapped in a napkin? That knife?
I had to see what was without it. I just see.
Well, just get the vinegar and the I guess we have the tissue behind my chair, and you're gonna want to clean that knife with vinegar because I definitely believe that it needs that. Okay. Um, Dan Ware says, if stick with it, you will see results after you reach your goals. I know. Thank you so much, Dan, for the optimistic comment. I appreciate the encouragement. Exactly. Sticking with it. Being consistent. And I don't have nothing else to do in my time, you know. We get so distracted. I get so distracted anyways. I get so distracted with crap, you know. And when you don't feel or aren't happy in your life, it's hard to be joyful. And my thing is, the more I apply myself to do what I know I'm supposed to do, the more I naturally give myself a confidence boost, self-esteem boost, inner self-worth boost, inner smile, and it just takes doing the work. You know, you have to do the work to get those feelings. You don't just get to feel great and doing nothing. You have to really do that work. You have to have some substance. And I was telling someone, you know, there's going to be days where you don't feel like doing any work. Some bad news or something bad could happen, and your obligations are still before you. Sometimes you have to do things that have to be done, whether you're happy or not happy. You know, so it's dangerous to do things because of emotional status. It's dangerous, and I guess I'm saying that to say tomorrow morning I may not feel like walking. I may not have that spontaneity inside of me in the morning, but that's the reality is you can't let none of that dictate what you're going to do. You have to truly. Did you clean it already?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. You can't let nothing dictate. You just have to make your plans and stick to them. I'm live, y'all, just to let you know how my day went, just to let you know what I'm doing, just to let you know that all is well, just to let you know that I'm still on this journey, and um, and that life is challenging. Life is challenging, and life is can be very hard. I'm gonna make my tea. So you're not gonna have any potatoes, mashed potatoes?
I'm gonna bring them out.
It's up to you. That's not for me.
No, I'm just eating sandwich.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just asking.
We're good.
Life is challenging. Life is so challenging. But you can't give up hope. You really can't. Hope is very important to hold on to. Water high as heck. Oh my god. That's crazy high, huh?
Yeah.
The heck? Can you pour some of that out on the floor? It's very high. Be careful. I'm shocked. Just a little, like, pinch. You know? Whew. Um, this is the honey I'm using. Oops. This is the honey that I'm using tonight. I like this honey. It's my favorite honey. Thank you. This is my favorite honey, and I get it from Albertsons. This honey is so good. It's the best honey I've ever had. I have had this other honey that's more creamy, and it's a Brazilian blend of Canadian and Brazilian honey that makes it creamy. And I used to like that a lot, and I still like it. That's a different taste. This is just straight raw honey, and it's got a nice dark color and a little bit of that comb, I guess you can say, down there. And so I really like that a lot. It's really sweet. Now, not so flashy. I'm going to add some cinnamon. Now, this is the last time I'm going to buy this cinnamon because I bought the McCormick one last time, which is non-GMO. And that was awesome and super velvety in flavor and taste. It really gave me like the best feeling ever. And also, I'm not going to buy this again. This is ginger from Walmart. The cinnamon was from Walmart too. So McCormick makes a non-GMO cinnamon, right? And that just tastes so good. They really do use high quality cinnamon. Okay. Now the ginger here is another Walmart product that I would never buy again. This ginger has almost like a strange level of potency that seems like it's gunpowder, but I know it's not. I'm not saying it's gunpowder. Hand me that turmeric, please. But it's so potent that it doesn't make sense. But I had bought some organic ginger prior, and it was nowhere near as potent. And I'm just like, I need to get the organic one. I don't know if it's the purity that made it taste smooth and stuff like that. Now, this right here is turmeric organic. I just bought this like yesterday. Look how much is gone. I don't know how I use my spices so rapidly, but I take the lid off on, like when I use the ginger in the ground, I had it on the wide mouth open section. And with this here, I take off the whole lid. I need it to flow like a river when I use my spices. I really don't, uh, like, I use them for real, you know? When I have my substances and stuff, I like to use a good amount. It tastes better that way. And so I'm literally working with like just one of my hands at the moment. But I do I have my pepper here? No.
Oh, no, it's in the box.
Oh, I would like my pepper for this one. Let me get a chance. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little lemon. So we're having a turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, and lemon and honey tea. Okay. So N says I prefer non-GMO cigarettes and extra GMO weed. Well, hey, if that's what you prefer, then enjoy your preferences. And then Zarosia Puntina had said something. I guess he deleted it. Well, anyway, you're welcome to subscribe and like this channel. I am definitely here to. And bring me the metal straw, the stainless steel straw, please. So, I mean, I think I'm going to stay live for like 45 minutes tonight and see who pops in, because thank you. Is the stainless steel straw right here. I put it inside the bag with a can opener. And so I got this
I don't know where the
pepper
back is.
with a can opener.
Yeah, it's on this side. I'd lay back here.
Where'd you get that knife? From that bag, right?
No, it was off the bag.
The bag? Well, wherever the bag is, can you please get that out for me? Wherever it's at.
Lay back here.
Well, whenever you find it, I just need you to give it to me, please. Please. So this pepper, it's in the bag with the can opener. That's where it's at. It's in the bag with the can opener. Are you going behind my chair? You said it was behind me.
Probably on here.
Are you going to there?
Yeah.
But leave my doors okay. Anyway, I got this pepper, and this pepper's fine. Regular old pepper. I haven't had any complaints with that. I would also probably still say the McCormick pepper is better. Or, I would say the crackle kind that you squish, that you twist. But the problem with the twist pepper is that it's too chunky. And yeah. It should be right here. I'm not sure. Or the box. It's either in the box or it's behind the seat. You don't see the can opener bag? I never put it behind my chair. That's the whole problem. I'm having a recollection issue. It should be here or in the box. Don't take it personal. Baby, 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 baby. Don't take it personal. Anyways, I'm having some tea. Just waiting on my metal straw to stir it on up. But we are having some honey with ginger, turmeric, and pepper. And lemon. We just used this little lemon bulb. Is it on the floor in the bag right here? Because that thing should not be this lost. Is it on the bed by my gym bag? I mean, what happened? I know I put it in the bag. You saw me do it earlier, right? Alright. So I'll just take the metal straw. Alright, thank you. It's been found. Just one of them days. Yeah, that knife that you used, you said it wasn't inside of a napkin? The knife that you used, you said it was not inside a napkin? Huh? Can you please wash this now that you have this up? This is crazy. I think you did that. But you said the knife that you used...
This one I found the idea. I tried to put that one, but I found
I know. That wasn't in a napkin?
No, I didn't see it was with the...
Because that's the one, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's the one that I cut the moldy onion with. So that's why I asked you to clean it. So you did. But when you get a chance, that one needs to get cleaned too, because that still has the stuff that you put on there on it.
Okay.
Some bright lights. Jesus. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
I'm hungry too. I'm hungry right now. but I wanted to try to stop eating a little bit earlier today. You know, sometimes it's not hunger that you feel, it's literally just familiar with eating, you know. I'm very, very familiar with eating, but I wouldn't necessarily conclude it to hunger. This tea is kind of giving apple cider vinegar. I mean, giving apple cider vibes. That's how it tasted just now. And add just a little more honey to make it a little sweeter. That's not flat. That's why things are falling around. You need to prioritize stability. That's gonna fall. You need to put this on flat surface. You know, tell me how you made an extra $100 this last 30 days. Somebody. I need to make $100. Somebody tell me, what is your strategy to making $100? I was thinking about making random strangers smoothies. I really thought about that. I'm like, you know what? I can get some ice, put it in a nice little cooler, give me an ice scoop, and just make one smoothie and one smoothie alone and sell it for like $6 or $7 and get organic bananas and organic berries and there's somebody staring straight into my car from across the parking lot like a weirdo. Staring over here like we're friends. Strange people in this world. Strange people. So I was thinking about doing that. And selling for like $6 each. And have a tip jar. And, you know, it's nothing major. But get the organic bananas. Let me turn my car on. Open it, well, never mind. I know you probably don't want to do that right now. I'll just turn it off for a second. Anyways, get some bananas, get some frozen strawberry, berry little pack thing. I think the frozen berries are a little more affordable than when you get them raw. I mean, fresh. Or I could get them fresh. It depends. But I think it's way more affordable to get them in their frozen state. And just make mixed berry banana smoothies is probably what it'll be. And I can add greens and protein, like Garden of Life organic protein powder, or even they have the one that's a meal replacement powder, but probably just the protein. People like protein these days. I can add either greens or protein for like an additional $1. So for $8, they can have protein and greens in the smoothie. And we're talking about on the fly. Here you are leaving the gym. You're just leaving your gym in the morning, and somebody is going to sell you a smoothie that you get to watch them make and you can see the ingredients are good. You know what I mean? And we all know when you buy that corner hot dog or that street tamale or that freaking whatever other stuff we've all seen for sale on the fly, we know how to assess if it's going to be like quality or not. And and I can even do lemonade too. I could literally do lemonade, a honey lemonade. I'm saying this because I've always felt desire like to do deli or coffee type work. I even bought a coffee cart when I was in my 20s. Never did the business, but I'm like so into that kind of stuff in my mind. It hasn't been done in real life, but it's in my mind. It's a serious can do in my mind. And so that's something that you need to do on like a Saturday. And I don't even know. It's almost like, well, it'd be smarter if I really want to do something like that is to actually rent out a proper space, and not necessarily a building, but like at least a permission to do it from someone's storefront and like do it from that angle and have an actual spot. But just like working out or eating this way, it requires commitment. Like imagine that I get someone to say, "Oh yeah, you can just sell smoothies here," and then I show up for 2 days and never show up again for a week, and then wonder where my clients are or my customers. And it's really hard, to actually have a business or to even actually get your goals met in life. It is so difficult because if you're not disciplined to show up, you're not going to get any results. And that's a part of also why I'm trying to stay on my commitment with being raw, is because I recognize that this is teaching me to be disciplined. And as long as I keep staying raw, it's like an active discipline in my life that helps me in every other area where I wish to be more disciplined. Discipline is very good and helpful for me. I like discipline. It helps me get to my goals. I'm just doing a little rant, you guys. I'm on day 54. Or is it 55? I'm on day 50. I'm on day 55 raw. Drinking some tea that I made out of a metal straw, or probably a stainless steel, obviously, not just metal. Stainless steel is a metal, but anyway. One day at a time. One day at a time. Nothing happens overnight. And there's no need to feel sorry, for yourself. If things get challenging, sometimes we gotta shed a couple tears to get through the pain or whatever it is. But the rain does go away. The sun does come out. It always does. So be hopeful and be of good cheer. That's what I tell myself. I think about people that have struggles, This one young lady, she was in a wheelchair, and she was saying how her boyfriend that was with her, before she got into that wheelchair, his friends were telling him that he should cheat on her because she's in this wheelchair now. And, from what it sounds like, he, did not choose to do that, obviously. But people are cruel. And that young lady was still driving her car. She was getting in her vehicle. She was carrying on her life, you know. I know she has days where she cries at night. You know, she's staying strong for her own purpose to to overcome this to be able to walk and then not to be able to walk. That's a huge change that has to be difficult to accept. And I pray for her restoration in her body. I pray for her limbs to be restored. I've seen people who were told they'll never walk again, and they walking again. And they walking again because they really, in their head, put their mind to being able to walk again. I don't know what happened to her, but I just pray for the supernatural miracle to happen for her. I really don't like seeing people suffer. We all going through something. We're all in some level of discomfort at times. We may not be in an active season of pain, but pain is a part of life. It's a season, and it comes and it goes, comes and it goes. But we got to be positive and grateful. There's always someone somewhere with less fortune than you. And pray for those people that they get well, that they overcome it, that they have better days. That's how I feel. Sometimes, you tell someone like, so and so, say you're mad at somebody and you say, why do you do that? You won't do that to nobody else. And it's like sometimes they'll compare you to the worst person to make themselves seem better. And I always think when people, this is kind of random, kind of throwing off topic, but when people try to tell you something about, try to bring correction by comparing themselves to a lower standard person, it's like, how is that the goal? You should always compare in an upward manner and not downward, because it's almost as if to say you want to devalue yourself, to compare yourself to a lower performing person or behaved person, when the standard should not even allow you to even begin to make such comparison. You have to have high standards to the best of your ability so that you can have high outcomes. See, if you want 100 customers, you got to shoot for 500. So when if you fall short of your goal of 500, you should reach the underlying goal of 100, which was your profit line. This is just getting into all kind of stuff. Just talking right now. But it boils down to have goals that are high and don't compare yourself to those who have none. Yeah. And have grace on people that you see that are less fortunate than you. And even on those people who are seemingly better off than you. Just because they're better off than you, financially, or maybe they have a lot of loved ones in their lives and maybe you don't have family. Still be gracious to those people because they're still going through something too. Always practice grace. That's my takeaway for y'all. For myself, always practice grace. How's your sandwich?
Right.
Okay. Did you use the rest of the ham?
Half of it.
You should have used the rest of it. It wasn't that much. I know you don't have that much ham in your sandwich.
Yeah, but probably like I just want to say rest of the ham.
We're getting more tomorrow.
After my interview tomorrow, it's working.
Well, whenever you want to do it, but we're definitely buying some more tomorrow. But if you're happy with your sound, it's yours. That's your ham. I'm not eating any ham. I haven't had ham or any pork for probably like 15 years or something. It's been a long time. Does it need more ice? That's also why you should have finished it.
You know, it's good to shake water anyway.
I know. So that's also why you should have finished it. But we're not gonna. I mean, we try to get ice from them. But we didn't get any ice from the taco shop place. Because if it doesn't stay cold, it's gonna go bad. I think I'm done talking on YouTube, you guys. It's been 55 days raw for me. My tea is really good, by the way. And my 55 days raw is going just fine. I just had me a nice little late shower and I'm tired. This is After Dark here at Constant Motion. That's what I call these late night episodes, where you're getting the chillax version of your girl. I am not here to go too crazy with the live talks here, but just keep it coming consistently, constantly, constant motion. Just really rambling. This is literally somebody that ain't got nothing better to do but see me ramble. I'm your ramble queen if you want a rambling situation. I'm just an everyday girl. So, I think that's it. I have tissue in my ears, so I don't even know how loud I'm even talking. I want to start really managing my stress levels intentionally. It's important. Oh boy. I think that's the end of my story today. It's a slow video. It's a slow episode, I tell you. You know, it's really important. You know, I feel like you know, probably when I get off live, I'm gonna probably play Derek Prince for a bit and just go to sleep. Probably use the restroom or something like that, and then go take me a nice little Betty Bye nap. But I definitely have to get me some rest and listen to something of the Lord. I gotta hear the word of God tonight. And yeah, just really working on purifying my mind. Like David said, give me a clean heart and a right mind. You got to get the mind right. When I was little, or much younger, for years, even in my early adulthood, when I used to hear that passage, give me a clean heart and a right mind, and a heart of flesh, I believe it is, and take away the stony heart. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. David says. I used to think, a right mind. I used to not quite understand what a right mind meant. Like, for some reason, it used to come across like I couldn't grasp what it meant, even though it's really simple and plain what a right mind means, you know? It's really simple, but I don't know why I always just I pondered, what does it mean to have a right mind? As a young person, and even in my adulthood, it wasn't until I heard it really most recently from a prophetess person. I don't know her deeply, so I don't want to be disrespectful, but she gives herself that title, and I don't know, maybe God did or no, I'm not here for that. But anyway, I was watching one of her videos, and she was doing a prayer at the end, and she said, Lord, renew their right mind, give them a clean heart. She was quoting David in the scripture. And she said, give them back their right mind. For some reason, it resonated with me so deep in my heart with full understanding. Even though it's simple, I know it's simple, but I'm just saying it didn't register for me at any other point for some reason. I don't know why, but it registered so deeply. It was almost like that scripture was on hold as far as me feeling that feeling of conviction and the feeling of like understanding came upon me when she said that. And it was very wonderful because I used to think about that scripture for clarity, even though it's clear. Sometimes, you know how you be looking for your glasses and they be right on your head, and it's like, oh my God, they're right on my face. That's kind of how I feel about this passage, because it couldn't be more straightforward. However, the Lord almost kept it mystery in my own mind until it was like a perfect time for it to be released in my mind, in my spirit, in my heart for a purpose, because I am seeking a right mind in the Lord in this time. I am seeking clean hands, clean heart, and a new mind, a new heart, a fresh, clean start. Um, I was just in a very perfect state to receive that message. It was a perfect time for me to finally understand it. And at 37 years old, being raised in the church, being a church girl, growing up, you can't get away from the Lord, no matter where you go, what you do. He is wherever you go. And He loves you. In all your ups and downs, He loves you. And so for that, I'm grateful to have a Father that's so merciful and gracious, that He loves me through everything that it is that I have done in my lifetime, and even the things that I have said in my heart. So when I get off my live tonight, I'm definitely going to head towards a sermon. Derek Prince, I'm going to listen to him tonight. And if you're listening and you're new on my channel, this is Day 55 Raw, Eating Raw. Check out my next video. I might go live tomorrow again. I might go live in a couple of days, but I did go live every day for August. So if you want to see how that went for me. Check it out. Double tap the screen, shoot me a like, subscribe. I really appreciate every single soul watching. I pray that God bless you guys all abundantly. I pray that you find God if you don't already know Him. I pray that you have mercy on your enemies because they're lost, you know? Alright. Peace.